Welcome to Spotlight. I am so happy to have in studio, in person, Colin Weatherwax. We're going to talk about Cars for Kids. He is CEO. Colin, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
You couldn't have picked a better week to come on out here. You're from Dallas. A little hot there.
Yeah, it's over 100 degrees and nice 66 degrees coming in the studio this morning. It was beautiful.
Yeah, all right, good deal. Yeah, I know. Welcome to paradise, at least in the summertime, the Pacific Northwest. Well, I'm glad you made the trek up here. Cars for Kids, this is a nonprofit organization. You operate nationally, all 50 states, and you're now expanding services to here in Washington State. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. So as you mentioned, we operate in all 50 states. So what we are looking for as far as expansion goes is we're looking to help the communities that we advertise in. And one of the big things that we've seen is an uptick in donations in the state of Washington. So what do we want to do with that? We want to partner with organizations that help kids in the state of Washington, in the Pacific Northwest, as you mentioned, in Seattle, some of the suburbs around here. So that way, whenever you donate a vehicle to us, you know that those funds are going directly to help and support your community that you live and work in.
I liked your website. I went to carsforkids.com, and that's CARS for kids.com. And it's really easy to navigate. And I like all the options. One of them was an auction.
Yeah.
You can follow auctions. And I saw in your bio that you actually have an auctioneer license.
Absolutely do. Yeah.
Right.
So
you can, in a pinch, you can get in there.
Yeah,
sell
absolutely.
some cars.
And we're based out of Dallas, so we actually have a live auction in Dallas 3 Saturdays a month. And so it's really fun to get on the mic and do a little bit of auctioneering.
That's great.
But it's all for the kids, so it's a lot of fun.
Well, let's talk about the kids. Obviously, you're looking for car donations, but you can also do monetary donations there at the website.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I've donated a car. What happens next?
Yeah, absolutely. So visit our website. You say, hey, I have a vehicle I'm interested in donating. So what we do is we work around your schedule to get that vehicle picked up. So whatever time is convenient for you, we'll kind of schedule within that time frame. If you have the title paperwork, that's perfect. If not, we will help you obtain a title. We get that vehicle picked up. We get it off your property. We offer a $50 Visa gift card in addition to a full tax write-off. So you're writing off the car, not the kid, which is what we like to say. You're also getting a $50 Visa gift card, and you're clearing space in your lot.
That's wonderful. And you'll help in a sense of the paperwork for the IRS? Is there?
Yes.
I would get something back from you saying, here's what it's sold for. And,
correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so we provide a 1098-C tax form, which then in turn would provide to your CPA, and then you just file that off of your taxes. So.
Well, that's wonderful. Okay, so all these dollars are combined. Then how do you help kids?
Yeah, so we originated in Texas about 40 years ago. And
Wow.
How did we originate? We were born out inside of the Texans Can Academies, and they service youth that are high school dropouts. They are prevention and recovery school. And so these are kids that, for whatever reason, didn't work in the public school system. And so they go to Texans Can, and they get a second chance at that high school diploma. And so, as you mentioned, we're looking to expand. So we've realized that over the past few years, we've received so many donations outside of the state of Texas that we want to start giving back to those states that we're receiving them from. And so our mission is to help kids graduate, to give them an opportunity to build a better future. And so we are looking to partner with organizations here in the Seattle area or in the state of Washington that truly encompass that mission and truly go to help kids, give them an opportunity to build a better future.
I think that's really smart, and I think it's wonderful for those who donate because my wife, for instance, loves to donate to local charities and see that the money sort of resides in our community, if you will, or
Right.
greater community.
Absolutely.
Sounds like it can happen this way as well.
Yes, absolutely, and that's what we're trying to do. So we're trying to market to, obviously, this new region that we're kind of coming into, but also we want to reach out to the donors after they make the donation and say, hey, look at what your donation did. Look at, Timmy over here, who now has a better chance at a successful life because of your vehicle donation. And that's huge for us.
Well, and often you'll drive through, even in my own neighborhood, you'll see cars that have been there a while. And you're wondering, okay, what are they doing with that car? Are they just going to let it sit there? It's their third car, maybe a fourth car.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't need it,
Right.
maybe. And they don't want to take the hassle to sell it.
Yeah.
This is a great option.
Absolutely, because we remove that hassle. So you give us a call, we get the information that we need in order to get that vehicle picked up, And we remove the hassle from you, and you get a tax write-off, you get a $50 gift card, and you know that your donation is going to help kids.
That's great. And it all begins really at the website.
Absolutely.
Okay, carsforkids.com. Kids face so many challenges right now. Our daughter's 32, and I'm almost glad that she is 32 because I think it'd be really hard to be a parent in today's world. There's just so much facing kids, so much just technology. Benny here in studio, we talk all the time about his kids and FaceTime on screens and things like that, and the special challenges he has with younger ones. So to those kids that are out there, what is all covered? I mean, are you open to things like mental health? Charities that deal with mental health. That's a huge thing with children right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So in California, we actually partner with the San Diego Center for Children, who specialize in mental health services, and they have for over 125 years in that community. And so what does that mean? It means that the kids go to them knowing that there's struggles, knowing that there have been issues in their life, and they're looking for a way out. They're looking to get that education to be with their family and learn and grow and become productive members of society. And so mental health services nowadays, especially after COVID, are more important, I would argue to say, just because of that transition from, going to school in 2019, having to do remote learning in 2020, and now people going back to school or doing that hybrid type model. That's a lot for a kid to take in and take on. And as you mentioned, being a parent nowadays is completely different than it might have been 20, 30 years ago.
That's wonderful. And of those dollars that are donated, do you have an estimate on percentage that actually reaches the kids?
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously we have an organization to run. We are a 501c3 nonprofit. It does cost money to do these marketing things, to pay the people that actually answer the phone whenever you do call and do the title paperwork. But what we like to say is 100% of the net proceeds go back to the communities that you live and work in. What does that mean gross-wise? It's about 20% of the gross revenue that we receive in each state that we try and give back to every state.
There you go. There you go. Well, you've been dedicated to it for a while. You started 2011 with Cars for Kids as part of the team itself. You're still, I'm sure, part of the team, but now you head the team. You're
Absolutely.
CEO. Talk about that journey.
Yeah. So I actually started with the company whenever I was 18. I started cleaning the cars, taking pictures of the cars.
Okay.
And, worked in every department after that. So I was answering the phone. I was doing the title department, working with different programs, different expansion things, and then eventually worked my way to assistant director, and now CEO. And so I know what it means when people go to donate a vehicle. I know what that looks like. And, it's been a blessing to be able to work for this organization for so long. And I've seen, the gambit of vehicles that are donated. I've seen vehicles come in with trees attached to them. I've seen Bentleys be donated. I've seen Rolls Royces, BMWs, high-end luxury vehicles. And then, I open the hood one day and there's a possum or a snake. So, we kind of get a little bit of everything. And so that's what we like to say. We take vehicles in any condition.
Yeah, but try not to donate the local flora and fauna there.
Or at least let us know.
Open up the hood first for sure. Cars for Kids is the website to check out. Colin, thank you so much for your time. I do want to ask one final question, though. It must be personal for you at this point. What is it that drives you as CEO, and how does that then inspire your team to just do the best for kids?
Everyone has a job. Everyone has something that they have to do in order to provide for their family, and I'm no different. The good thing for me and what makes me feel good is that every time I go to work, every time I go for an interview like this one, I know that it's going to help kids. It's going to help the kids that are forgotten or the kids that are struggling the most. And so being able to, wake up and know, yes, I have meetings today, but that it goes for the greater good is huge for me. And, it's a very selfless position, and I know that. And it's a very important job that needs to be done. And it just makes me, it makes me count my blessings every day, because I think back to my childhood and seeing some of the kids that we've positively impacted from donations. I didn't have a rough childhood in comparison. And so it's really nice to have that perspective and to see the fruits of the labor at the end of the day and see those kids positively impacted and go on to a better life.
I'm going to leave it at that wonderful statement. Thank you, Colin. Enjoy the rest of your time up here with you and your family. Enjoy the best that all the PNW has to offer. You're going to have a lot of it over the next few days.
Absolutely.
So thank you.
And I'll end it with just right off the car, not the kid.
There you go. There you go. Check out carsforkids.com. That's carsforkids.com. Learn more.